have to record my dream. So, I dreamed there was a knock at my door. Like here, like here. I dreamt there was a knock at my door, and when I opened it, I landed in America. Like I opened the door, and then next thing you know, I'm on a plane in America or something. Or like, I just know there was a knock at my door, and when I opened the door, there was like this flash of light, and next thing you know, I'm landing on a plane in America. And when I got off the plane, like, there were all these baby rabbits and lambs and doves, and all white animals, like little baby lambs and little rabbits, and they were so fluffy, and they were climbing all over me and giving me cuddles and snuggles, and I got oh, excuse me, sorry, it's like 2:30 in the morning. I got through customs, and I just remember seeing like massive American flags everywhere. And when I got through to the like arrival bit, the whole arrival area bit was full of like baby lambs, and there were doves and rabbits, and I know there were like white tigers as well. I remember white tigers. I think white rhinos, I'm not sure, but like they were white, like actual white. I know there were other animals there, but for some reason I just remember the doves, the lambs, and the rabbits. And the tigers, the white tigers. But I know there were others there, but they were all white. I'd be guessing otherwise. When I started driving, like I was in this car driving to my hotel, and like all the white animals were lined in the streets. I remember they were like so fluffy, even the lambs, like when I was cuddling the lambs, even their like wool was like soft and fluffy. It was like a cloud, like how you imagine lambs, sheep's wool to feel. And I was in a car that had American flags on the front, and the streets, as I was driving down the streets, it looked like honestly, it looked like somewhere like Massachusetts, Washington. I've been to New York, and it wasn't New York. It wasn't any of those airports. It was it felt older than that. It felt older than New York. Where I was, the history felt older. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. As I'm driving down the street to go to the hotels, plural, hotel, all the buildings had like hanging flowers and stuff. Like, it's like the buildings had suddenly bloomed into flowers. You know, it's not like the flowers had been picked and hung up. Like, the buildings were starting to be made of flowers. And then I got to the hotel, which was like in this big city. It was like a really nice hotel. And I got out of the car, and there was just lights, and the lambs and the bunny rabbits and the tigers and all that were loving on me and giving me snuggles and stuff. And then I just kept hearing, it was like a record playing, by the dawn's early light, by the dawn's early light, by the dawn's early light, like over and over again. And then there was this commotion, and I was put back in the car, and these 4 female vampires, they didn't look very old. They looked like they were in their 20s, maybe early 30s, but they looked real young. They were trying to push past all the lambs and rabbits and tigers and that to attack me. And I got locked in the car, and the rabbits and lambs and tigers, when they were trying, the 4 vampires were trying to unlock the car door, I was laughing, like we were laughing, and I don't know what happened, but it's like someone decided to, I don't know whether the doors open and flung them or what, but next thing I know, they just went flying into the crowd of rabbits and lambs and tigers, white tigers and doves and all that, and they just tore these vampires to shreds. Like, it was like, it started out like something from Sesame Street and ended up like something like Five Nights at Freddy's. It was like these vampires got absolutely torn to shreds. And the little baby lambs and little baby rabbits and tigers and that, like, just had their pure white, pureness of pure white fur and stuff was just then covered in blood. And then the car door opened, and there was a child standing there with the biggest smile on his face. He was like a little African American boy. He was absolutely gorgeous. He opened the car door and he goes, "It's okay, it's safe now, Mama." And then he handed me some flowers, took my hand and walked me into the hotel. And when I walked into the hotel, there was just like all this food and all these people, and they were clapping and cheering. And then somebody, and I don't know who it was, but I just know that he had really lovely olive skin. I'm assuming it was like my love interest, came running over to me, and he goes, "Welcome home," and then gave me a huge kiss. And I just remember he smelt really good, and whenever I see him in my dreams, his lovely sort of dark brown skin just complements mine so well. Like, it just looks, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, and he said, "Welcome home," and then he gave me a huge kiss, and there was just like this massive beam of light. And then I heard a little baby cry, and I was just starting to see the face of a baby, and then I woke up. Oh no, that was it. When I was in when I walked into the hotel and all the food and that was there were Quantum Menace. You know when you go to like movie premieres and like Comic Cons or anywhere where they're like doing what do you call them, like junkets and media junkets and things like that, and they have like the big cardboard cutouts of things. There were cardboard cutouts of the Quantum Menace like around. So It's like the quantum menace was being welcomed to America or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe they're going to make it into a movie. I don't know. But I had to record it because it was really interesting. I don't know who the vampires were. Don't know who my haters were, but they got absolutely obliterated by lambs and rabbits. And I would like to point out as well that they were white to signify purity and innocence. Those who are pure and innocent of heart. That's all that meant. Those who are innocent and pure of heart. So they could have been children. I don't know. But I just remember the little boy that opened the door. He might not have even been African American, actually. He may have been Hispanic. He looked, I want to say, rescued. But he looked like a kid. Even though he was only about 5 or 6, he looked like a child who had seen more than most adults. So I'm going to assume that maybe this is to do with the Dragonarium, or I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But I had to put it up there. So maybe the lambs and all that were my children, but I can't see children tearing vampires to shreds, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. It's too early in the morning to figure it out. I'm going to go back to bed now. I think I'm awake. I'm probably not, though. Anyway, I just had to record it. We'll see what happens.